Hi there, and welcome to a video where I do a couple of unboxings. Today I'm going to be unboxing the premium sets from the Wizards of the Coast WizKids pre-painted range. So we've got the Elder Brain here from the Volos and Mordenkainen's set, and from a slightly older set we've got the Halastur's Laboratory from Dungeon of the Mad Mage. So what we'll do is I'll change the position of the camera and we'll take a look at what you get in each of the sets. Okay, so it would appear that the cat has invaded the filming again, but let's start looking at the Elder Brain premium set. So what I'll do is I'll just set it out on this, which is a set of Hurst Arts tiles. If you've not heard of Hurst Arts, it's a very nice way of making yourself some dungeon terrain. They're a set of moulds, and you can pour plaster into them, and you can make walls, floors and what have you. Very good, quite an inexpensive way of doing things. Thoroughly recommend them. So with the Elder Brain set, you're going to get several of these stalagmite stalactite combination columns. So you've got two of those, and then you've got a couple of double stalagmites, and you've got a couple of single stalagmites. So for those of you who can never remember what it is, the easy way to remember it is mites grow up and tights come down. But the main piece of this is going to be the Elder Brain, which is situated in sort of like pool of liquid. Comes with a lot of tentacles. So for those tentacle fans out there. So yeah, not bad. It's a good sculpture. It's a very good paint job for pre-painted miniatures. It's probably better than I can do myself, but then again, whatever I paint tends to look like goblins covered in cobwebs dancing under strobe lights, which is okay if that's the sort of thing that you're after. My only real criticism of this particular set is for the price point, which in the UK was just over £47, is you're not getting a lot of stuff, and this is really situational. To be fair, you're only really going to come across this if you're running a very Underdark heavy campaign, and even then that's if you're going to put in sort of like an Illithid or Mindflayer city. You're not really going to come across an Elder Brain that often. So for the price point, I was a little bit dodgy about that, but as I say, the quality is very nice, but it is kind of situational. Okay, so this is the Halastur's Laboratory, and again I'll put some standard 28mm figs in there for scale, so just for reference, they do not come with the set. However, there's some quite interesting stuff. It's like very nice, nice sort of like wardrobe with the opening and closing doors. There's a couple of tables. You got one here. This doesn't actually have anything on top of it, but I have put in two of the very tiny things, which is the hand and eye of Vecna. So this is obviously just prior to Arcan the Cruel stealing them. So I don't know what's actually canon, because obviously they've said that Arcan the Cruel has the hand of Vecna, but yet in another one of their products they've got hand and eye of Vecna right here in Halastur's lab. Then you've got another table over here, which is more like any table in any room that I live in. It's absolutely cluttered. You've got a summoning circle. You've got something being summoned, hand coming through a portal, bookcase with a dragon skull on it. Piles of books, familiars, various bodies and candelabras, cage and an hourglass. And I think that's a partially disassembled Guardian Sentry. Now, overall, I think this is much better on the price point, because obviously, if you're playing in a fantasy campaign, there's wizards everywhere. So this isn't just sort of like, this is Halastur Black Cloak's lab. This could be reused for pretty much any wizard's lab, and I think there's a lot more value available there. So I think this is much more worth it. If I do have any gripes with it, it's the way it comes packaged. It's one of these, and it comes in this, which probably doesn't show up too well here, but comes in this sort of like moulded plastic, and it grips these things really tightly. Now, I'm not going to be able to put these back into there for the most part, because it's like I had to really push on quite a lot of those to get them out. And I was worried that some of the more delicate stuff, particularly like Hand and Eye of Vecna or the Familiar, was going to snap or bend and getting it out. And in fact, the cluttered table, the legs on there are a little bit wonky, so I'm going to have to do the old trick of putting it into hot water in order to soften the plastic, move it back into place, and then dunk it into cold water. So that's something that works for a lot of these plastic miniatures, if you need to either to repose them or to correct anything where part of it has been bent in manufacture. But yeah, overall very happy with this. It's very nice, lots of reusable value, and if you've got a choice between the two of them, I certainly suggest you go for this rather than the Elder Brain set.